Hello everyone. Today is October the 6th, 2020. This is Dr. Fryer. And today I would like to teach you how to create a very helpful filter for your email, which if you apply this technique, I think can really help you keep your inbox to a really manageable number of emails. In the example account I'm showing you right now, there are 3 unread emails and there's a total of 5 emails. This is like an ideal inbox. We can handle this. But also, if you look down here, there's 369 messages in this Google Classroom folder because Google Classroom sends us email all the time. And so this is what I want to teach you. How can you have your inbox like this, where you haven't deleted these messages, you've just had them filtered so they move into a little, what we call label, which is like a separate mailbox, and you can go to them, but it doesn't fill your inbox. So when I recently just looked at one of our 5th grade students' email inboxes, I've boxed off their names here. And you can just see the names of teachers and group, websites like Quizlet that have sent messages. This is it. This was an email inbox yesterday for one of our 5th graders with 225 unread messages, and it's just crazy. So we're gonna learn today how to handle this and what to do. So what I have created to be able to move all these Google Classroom messages over into this label is something called a filter. And when you make a filter, what you need to do is you need to identify what is it about certain emails that you can have Gmail look for and then do something about. And one of the things that you can see is that every one of these messages from Google Classroom, in addition to having the teacher's name, has parentheses classroom in it. All right, and so that's what we're going to use as our search query. And so I'm going to go up here to the upper right corner to my gear icon, which is settings in Gmail. I'm going to go down to where it says see all settings, and then I'm going to move over to this choice that says filters and blocked addresses. And I have a filter already set up here right now, and you can see the summary of it. It says it matches if it's from parentheses classroom in parentheses, it's going to do these things. It skips my inbox and it puts a label for Google Classroom messages automatically onto those messages. So I'm going to click the edit button to show this to you. And I'm going to recreate this. So it's just saying from classroom, and that is going to be any message that meets that criteria. And then when I click continue, this is the only thing it's searching for. You can search for other things, but when I click continue, this is where I choose what I want it to do. And I just chose these 2 things, skip the inbox and then apply the label. Okay? You could do other kinds of things. This is filtering. It's really powerful, but I'm not going to choose anything else. I'm just doing those 2 things. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this filter right now because I'm going to show you how to create this from scratch. So let's just go ahead and pretend like I didn't have that before. I'm going to click again on my settings button. I'm going to see all my settings, and I go to filters and blocked messages. And now I'm going to click the button that says create a new filter. And so I can type this. I'm copying and pasting this. I don't want to choose that email address. I just want to search for parentheses classroom in parentheses. And so any message that has that, it's going to do these things with it. And so I'm going to click create a filter. And again, the choices I'm doing is to skip the inbox and then to apply the label. Now, if you don't have that label, you're going to need to create it. And so I already have one called Google Classroom Messages, but you can go ahead and click New Label, and you can type, Google Classroom Messages, whatever you want, and then you'll go ahead and click Create. Then you'll be able to select it, just like I have here. And so now I'm going to create my filter. And so you can also choose at the time you create that to apply it to existing messages. And this had already been applied for me, so I didn't need to do that. But that is a very powerful and helpful technique that you can use. And I would encourage you to do that if you are a student and your teachers are using Google Classroom. that doesn't mean you don't ever want to see these messages. You can come over here and see, what kinds of assignments are coming up, what's due. But remember, you can always in Google Classroom simply go over to Google Classroom, and when you take a look at your assignments, like here's my computer class, I can see right here what is due, and I can also click on my class, and I can always, under upcoming, see view all, and that's going to show me all the assignments for this class, and I can choose which class that I want to see, and what's due. I can see what's done, what's missing. This is really, really helpful. This is my to-do list. And I honestly think it's a little easier to use the to-do list to see what is due and missing than the Google Classroom messages. So I hope that is helpful to you. Good luck, and go out and make a filter. Make a Gmail filter and clean up your inbox so you'll have like less than 10 messages in your box. It feels great to be able to do that.